Kwan. In this video, I want to share with you the basic idea of SEO, Search Engine Optimization. When we talk about SEO, a number of things we have to first understand. If we look at this picture, even though it is from 2019, Google has been leading the world of search engines, despite in certain countries, like China, the local king Baidu may be still number one. However, in most Western countries, Google is the number one search engine. So, in order to win the search engine games, to do better SEO, we have to understand a little bit more about Google. When we perform a search, Google is actually not performing a search on the internet, but on an index of their own, just like the index pages at the back of a reference book. So in order to do well on SEO, you have to make sure the most important keywords or search terms for your business are being listed on the index of Google. When somebody is performing a search, Google may find your keywords or search term as the search result that are linking to your web pages. So you must know well the most important keywords or search term for your business in order to do better on SEO. So what I will do, I will list out the top 10, at least the top 10 most important keywords for my business. These keywords should potentially appear in different places, including the contents of your web pages and Facebook pages, in the meta title description of your web pages, in the contents of your advertisements, in the contents of your social media posts, using them as hashtags and tags. Write them in the emails. List them as part of the content of your press releases, and etc. If you can best use of these keywords in all these places, so what should be the keywords I use? A simple way is to consider your product. What category or categories are your products in? What are the brand names, company brand names, are you using? Are there any complementary products that may bring business to you? Are there any competitors your target customers may consider? Are there any sales channel, reseller channel, or marketing channel that may bring through business to you? How do you describe the price level, cost level of your product? Is it expensive? Is it cheap? Is it well valued? Where can I buy your product? Is there any specific location? So these are some simple considerations we can think of our keywords. So how can we list these keywords on the index of Google? When somebody is performing a search, we can be found. There are over 200 rules. Google is asking questions. So what are the key questions we have to make sure we are not missing out? Here are the most important things I can think of. We have to ensure the most important keywords to our business are being listed in the links. Is the domain name containing the most important keywords of our priority? Are the folder names containing the most important keywords of our priority? Are the links of your web pages containing the keywords of our priority? Are they meaningful? Can they be read by Google? What about the name of the pictures? What about the file name of the files being uploaded to your website? Are you listing the keywords on the page title of your web pages? What about the description? I'm referring to the meta description. Later on, I will talk about this more. What about the contents? How many times the keywords are being repeated in the content of your web pages? So we have to ask these questions constantly in order to make sure we are doing a good job for SEO. I'm using my company's website as an example. I put keywords of digital marketing, e-commerce, consultancy, and courses on the title of my homepage. When somebody is performing a search on Google, the title of my homepage is actually listed on the results of Google. So how do we do it? Because I'm using a CMS, content management system. I'm actually using WordPress. I can install a SEO plugin to ensure I'm doing the right things. When I install the plugin, every page I have fields to input the keyword or key phrase. I also have a field for me to input the keywords into the title of the page, as well as the meta description. I've been talking a lot. I can make sure I put the most important keywords in the meta description as well. When somebody is performing a search, these will appear on the search results. So here I use two familiar brands as examples. When I click on their website, you can actually see they are doing the right things. When I mouse on to the title, it is actually showing here laptop computers, desktops, printers, and more. In the other example I was showing here, you can see Tesla is actually showing the keywords of electric cars, solar, and clean energy as the most important keywords to their business. So these two are very good examples. When we are doing the right things, we don't put our brand in front, but the most important categories or important keywords to our business in the front of the title of your web page. So what else can we do better for our SEO? We have to make sure the speed of our website is fast enough, especially the mobile site in nowadays. The faster you can get, the better the SEO score you will get. The site structure, making sure it is clean and tidy, it is hierarchical, easily can be read by Google. Make sure you have something called sitemap.xml or similar submitted to Google through the Google Search Console. The page title, the page name, the text body is very clear and tidy. The language is clearly marked and can be read by Google. The website is frequently updated, making sure the last modified date is not so far long ago, and making sure you have created the pages with a longer history. These are important. If you can, making sure you have something like a blog, a press room, a newsroom, that you can constantly release articles and press releases, so the number of pages of your website can be increased. Making sure, I talked about Search Console just now, making sure you integrate your website with Google Search Console, Google Analytics, and other Google products. The more, the better. Google My Business, this is something to show your business on Google Map. Making sure you register on Google My Business with your website as well. So whenever somebody is performing a search, especially the name of your business, it can be listed on Google My Business, i.e. Google Map. Your website, it is frequently visited. Usually the more visitors, the better. Making sure you have updates to attract people to come back and visit your web page. So it is not a ghost town. Interlinks, pages, links, they are important, especially when you are linking outside as well as people linking back to your website. Make sure the more the external links in and out, the better the SEO score you will get. Between the pages, making sure you are referencing yourself, just like Wikipedia. When you read Wikipedia, you will link different pages within your website. The more the links, the better the SEO scores you will get. So there are actually more, but if you can do well on these areas, I'm quite sure you will get not a bad SEO score. Thank you for watching. This is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you can give me a like, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.